Namaste, hello, welcome or welcome back. So, recently I happened to buy a new kind of clay that I had not used before or didn't even know about. This is the foam clay, and I'm going to craft a little froggy with it today. It's my first time trying this kind of clay, and actually, it's quite fun using it. The first time I tried my hands on it, I made a baby orange with it. You can check that video too. The link is in the description below and also on the screen. I'm using this soft green foam clay. I will shape this ball of green clay using my hands, fingers, and simple tools like this ruler. I will only be making the face of the frog, and you know how the face of the frog is big, protruding eyes, and white face. Though I had sketched it out at first, but now that I'm sculpting it freehand, it's not really matching with the shape I had sketched. But that's okay, it doesn't have to be exactly that way. The foam clay is easy to work with, but it kind of dries out a bit quickly. So it's better to have an idea of what you're going to make before you actually start working with this clay. You don't necessarily need tools, but these few tools came along with the pack of clay, so I'm going to use them today. But you can use objects that are easily found in most houses. Like instead of this tool that I'm using to smoothen the curve here, you can use any rounded object like a thick straw, a metal straw, or a thick plastic straw, maybe. What I'm trying to say is, you don't necessarily need expensive clay or sculpting tools to create some fun craft, and you can very easily use the things lying around in the house. Now that I think the shape is okay, I will add the eyes to it. Again, instead of this tool, you can use things like end of the paintbrush or a pen cap, etc. All you need is some rounded object to press down and make two cavities for the eyes. I can see the clay starting to dry out. I can see some tiny cracks here, but I'm almost done shaping it. So next I'm going to take just a bit of black clay, divide it into two balls and roll them each to make these tiny eyeballs of the little froggy. After adding them each to the eyeball cavities, I pressed them down because I didn't have the glue handy. But I think it will be best to glue the eyeballs, maintaining their round shape instead of flattening them. I think that way it would look more like the bulging frog eyes. I'll also add a little smile to the face of our happy little froggy here. I need a tiny bit of black clay for that I will roll into a thin string and add to the face in the shape of a smile. Working with the tiny clay pieces is tricky, and I'm not so good at it. I also noticed the foam clay sticks to itself, like I can just press down the smile line and it will stick to the green surface without the need of glue. Moving on, I'm taking this baby pink clay to add blush to the froggy's cheeks. I think it will look nice that way. So for that, I'm taking two tiny clay pieces and I will roll and flatten them. Some of the colors of this foam clay pack are not quite soft, so I have to mix and roll them quite a bit to get the desired shape. After flattening, I'm placing the pink blush on the froggy's cheeks and gently pressing it down to stick. Again, I'm not using glue here, but we can use a little bit of glue just to be sure it doesn't fall off later. I'm using a white gel pen to add some highlights in its eyes. I think it's better to do this step later when the foam clay dries. because it's kind of sticky now, and working with the gel pen at this point is a little bit tricky. I'm going to make it as a fridge magnet, and I have these tiny magnets that I think are perfect in size for this. I'm going to make a slight dent at the back to fit the magnet because I like it better when the magnet is leveled in and the design isn't wobbly. Now I'll use the glue to secure the magnet in place. Any craft glue works fine here. And that's it, it's done. I'll let it all dry overnight before sticking it on my fridge door. If you're still here and watching, thank you for staying. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now and take care.